You guys even see me? um, Share this. Copy video link. Send it to the homeboys on Discord. This fucking piece of junk will load. Alright, so, one viewer right now, so just wait a little bit until the stream starts kicking, and, yeah. That random kid, what's up? How you doing? Just like the title says, this is just gonna be a chill stream where I get catch you guys up to speed, like how my break's been and what's happening. So yeah, that'll just be it, and I get to talk to you guys. So gotta wait for some more people to join. Nita Jones, thank you very much for joining. Um, Share this with more people. God, not a lot of. God, it's been a while since I've done a stream. Like, it's been ages. I honestly can't remember the last time when I did I can't remember the last stream I did. That was like ages ago. So, Super Ezekiel Mixel 4, thank you very much for joining. Electric Kinsu 1, thank you for joining. Yeah, so pretty much nothing major's gonna happen. What's that? Oh, that's the cup. Okay. There was like a little red thing on the bottom of my screen, so I didn't know what that was, but it was just my glass. So yeah, just gonna wait for a couple more people to join. Uh, um, Sonic and EB789. Hey, do you watch Hop? Uh, don't know what the hell that is. So now we're cooking with gas. Now I got more people joining. So Gears, my man, what's up? You know what? I don't know why I haven't done this sooner, but Gears, you are now a moderator for the channel, so congratulations. Um. So yeah. It's an Easter. Oh yeah, I remember that movie now. I remember that movie. I thought it was all right. So yeah. More people are gonna join, so I guess we can start talking. Electric Kinsu One. What is your main goal of being a YouTuber? Uh, well, there's like a couple main goals. My first main goal is to entertain you guys, cause I'm not sure if I ever told you guys this, but the reason why I wanted to do YouTube was because this was when the pandemic hit, and everyone was just miserable. Like the entire world was just in utter chaos, and I felt bad about what was happening. And a lot of people look up to YouTubers during then, and just want to like try to escape from reality. So that's kind of what my goal was, because I want to try to entertain you guys with some of my content, type of stuff. And another reason is because I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I haven't done that much with my life. Now, when I say that, I mean I'm talking about like hey, what do you want to do now, type of thing. And normally I was just like the kid who was just who was quiet, didn't really interact with a lot of people. So I figured YouTube could be a gateway into like doing a bit better at that, like trying to interact with like you guys and all. So yeah, that's pretty much my main goals of being a YouTuber. Just because I love entertaining you guys, and you guys seem to put up with my content. So speaking of which, that Scooby-Doo thing is taking a long time to get done, because Super Ezekiel Mixel 4, I can relate to that, right? So that Scooby-Doo project that I announced when I made my comeback video was, there's this trilogy of Scooby-Doo movies called Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost, Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island, and Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo. There are these YouTubers. There's this YouTuber that goes by the name of Toongren. Actually, I'm gonna look them up for you guys right now, and I'm gonna like paste the link to their channels in the chat. So, but yeah, what I found out about these guys during like a couple months ago, because I was just scrolling through my the YouTube one day, and then I was just like, oh, top 10 worst Scooby-Doo movies. Click. And then the guys that run the channel, Y-Boy and Nero, these guys are really entertaining as hell. So you guys should definitely watch their stuff, because it's really, really entertaining in my opinion. So I'm trying to see how to. Oh yeah, that's right. Because of YouTube on the laptop is such a fucking pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to send it in the link via phone. So yeah. Sonic and Eevee. What is your favorite Sonic character? I never really was in. I never got that interested in Sonic the Hedgehog. In all honesty, because I'm more of an. It's kind of a cliche to say this at this point. I'm a Nintendo kid, so I was always more on the Mario side of things. But if I had to guess, I would say, fuck, who was my? I would say Knuckles, from the movie, because I think they did a really good job portraying his character. And Boonchoy. Thanks for stopping by. And Ann Boonchoy, you are now a moderator for the channel. So, yeah, guys, Ann Boonchoy is a good friend of mine who likes to talk about Amphibia a lot. So, yeah, make sure to stop by their channel. Connor Sullivan, what's up, man? Another friend of mine, Connor Sullivan's an Instagram friend of mine who loves Nicktoons. So, what do you got to say? I do have a pretty curious question. I've already revealed my top 10 favorite Nicktoons episodes. What are your favorite top 10 Nicktoons episodes? Connor, that's a bit of a tough one because there are a lot of cool Nicktoons episodes. I love a lot of episodes from My Life as a Teenage Robot. I think if I had to guess what my favorite one is from that show, I would say the first episode. It came from Next Door. Because that was like a really good introduction to the characters, and you just really get sucked into like the art style from it. So that's one. I have a couple of SpongeBob episodes that I love. I love Krusty Towers, where they turn the Krusty Krab into a hotel. I love the one where it's Patrick got his brain switched by like brain coral or something like that. And I'm trying to think of what else. There's just like so many Nicktoons out there with like over like 1,001 episodes. Like it's hard to keep track of. So actually, now I think about it, Connor, you are now a moderator. So all right, Electric Kinsoon 1. What movie do you not like but people like? Oh, that's an easy one. The Suicide Squad 2021. When it came out, my dad really wanted to see that movie, and I already showed him a bunch. I showed him like a couple of terror movies. Hey, Xenogod, what's up, man? You are now a moderator. But yeah, back to the Suicide Squad. I showed him two terrible movies. I showed him this movie called Tusk, which was a movie about a man being surgically transformed into a walrus. And it was made by Silent Bob. I think it was Kevin Smith. Like, that movie's just fucked up. And the other movie that I got him to watch was this god-awful movie that everyone hates, Freddy Got Fingered. Because I was watching the Nostalgia Critic this one time, and then I was like, what? This movie can't be bad. And then one day I just asked my dad, hey, you just want to watch like a bad movie? And I heard this one's pretty bad. He and I watched it. He couldn't speak to me for like days. So yeah, so when the Suicide Squad came out, we were both getting pretty much excited. And then we fucking watched it, and I just was just like, okay, is this payback for me showing you Tusk and Freddy Got Fingered? And then he was like, no, I swear to God, I thought people kept saying this movie was just amazing, but if I ever do a split review on that movie, I might do it one day. I was originally gonna do it when it came out, but there were some things I said that I felt like I would have gotten flagged for, so it's a good thing I didn't. So what happened was I thought you would hate the Suicide Squad 2016. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think the 2016 Suicide Squad movie is good. I don't think it's good, but with all respect, I mean, it felt more of the style of the DC universe at the time, because you had Man of Steel that was dark, you had Batman v Superman that was also dark. So I just thought that Suicide Squad 2016 was just like, it was just another dark DC movie. Didn't think it would be that bad. But fucking John Cena, man, I can't stand him in a 2021 movie. Like, how many? I dare you guys to do like a drinking game of every time when he's on screen in his bare underpants. I dare you to like drink every time when like that happens, cause I pay to see fucking supervillains take on a gigantic starfish, not John Cena's crotch bulging out of his tidy whities on screen right in my face. Like, that is just awful. The comedy in the movie is just not good. I mean, Far From Home, even though it gets a lot of hate, had a lot better comedy than this. And this was the same guy who gave us the two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So I thought this was just like a major step down from those movies. So yeah, I should probably check to see some of the comments. That random kid, what did you enjoy about FNAF Security Breach? Oh, okay. I liked a lot about Security Breach. I was just happy that we got a new Five Nights at Freddy's game, because it has been a while since I believe before Security Breach it was FNAF AR, and I think that came out like late, I want to say 2019, I think. So, and to hold us over, we got like a bunch of skins and like new characters for FNAF AR. And then when Security Breach came out, I didn't know what to think of it like during the teasers, because when it showed like the silhouettes of the characters, I didn't know what to think, because it looked like the only one that was returning at the time, or like you'd see these posters of them, was just Freddy, because like you can make out like the body shape, and you could see it was Freddy Fazbear, but it didn't look like Chica, Bonnie, or Foxy was going to be in the game. And then essentially, then we saw what the main cast was. Chica did come back, but just for some odd reason has the color palette of a pelican for some reason. We got Roxanne Wolf, which I fucking love. Like, I think that's like the best female FNAF animatronic in my opinion. And Monty was. It was a big change from Bonnie, but I was okay with it, because I love when they introduce new animal-like characters. Jacob Sterling, hey, what's up? Hey, well, how you doing, man? So I thought introducing an alligator animatronic was really cool, because it was just like one that we haven't seen before. I mean, technically, Roxanne Wolf was like a wolf, but we already saw like a wolf animatronic in the books, the Twisted ones. Like, I got that right there, and there was like this distorted and glitched out wolf. So it really wasn't that new, if that makes any sense. And some of the mechanics some of like the levels are really cool. The one where they go, where Gregory goes underground, and he sees like a bunch of these like nightmare staff bots. That was like really jarring. I think that's the one after you crush Glamrock Chica, and I believe that's before you have to go up against Roxanne and Roxy Raceway. So yeah. Electric Kitsune one. What anime do you like and do you hate? I don't really watch anime. Now, if you ask my friend, he fucking loves anime. Like, he is the anime nut. Like, he watches like Full Metal Alchemist. He watches Dragon Ball. He watches My Hero Academia. He watches like all these different types of animes. And he's just like, like a typical teenage boy fashion. Like, he gets like so obsessed with some of like the the body movements of some of the characters. Now what I mean by that is like, because teenage boys will like female anime characters. So Anime was just not that. I never got really interested in anime because while I appreciate the animation for it is like really superior, it's just not my cup of tea. Because there's also been like a lot of people that like forced me to wait, Ambu Choi. Anime nuts means that he has a power scale, doesn't even touch his grass. No offense. Boon Choi, that could be the case because sometimes he doesn't tell me a lot of things that he does, so you never know. But yeah, anime was just never my cup of tea. Like if you give me like a Disney cartoon, a Nickelodeon cartoon, or like even a Cartoon Network cartoon, I would hella watch it. Like unless if it's something like completely stupid. No, I can't even say that because when I was young, I used to watch a couple of bad cartoons like that were just like so stupid and irritating. Like remember Uncle Grandpa? The Cartoon Network show that ran from like I think 2013 to like 2016. I was so obsessed with that cartoon because I loved how like creative it was. Like it was like the cartoon that would it wasn't like a normal cartoon. It was like very creative, like the worlds around it and that type of stuff. But after I went into rehab, I realized and acknowledged how terrible it was. So don't even worry about that. Um, I used to love quoting the line he would say to like whenever he walk into the room, he would just be like, "Good morning." Just like I used to quote that all the time, and I would annoy my friends to death with it. So, um, but yeah, and there's even some popular cartoons that I didn't really get into. Like I didn't get into Steven Universe. I didn't get into fuck, what was that other I didn't get into Star versus the Forces of Evil. Um I didn't get into that, well, mainly because I'm a boy and I don't like watch that type of stuff. Well, I can't say that because I watch Amphibia and like that's a really great cartoon. Which by the way, if you guys haven't seen Amphibia, you need to watch it because in a couple days from now, the series finale is about to uh air, so it's gonna be nuts. So all right, Connor Sullivan. I know I'm probably late on this. The movie is back up on YouTube if you're wondering. But what are your thoughts on the SpongeBob SquarePants movie Rehydrated? Um, I didn't fully watch the SpongeBob movie Rehydrated. Like I've seen clips of it, but I thought like for the fact that this thing has been in development for like 2 years, and this is like a fan project that everybody loved, like because the first SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004 is like sentimental in like everyone's like childhoods. Like that was the first movie I saw in theaters. I was born in 2003. I was like 1 year old when that movie came out. Like and that movie came out like very late that 2004. So yeah, I would have just turned one at that point, and I remember loving it. Like the Now That We're Men, the I'm a Goofy Goober, and just like it's up there like the top 10, maybe top three best animated movies in my opinion. So I think that with the fact that people are like doing this major fan project where it's like kind of like a love letter to the creator who sadly passed away years ago, um I think that's really sweet. Like I think that is just that's really touching that a lot of people would do that. So God, I need to catch up on some of these comments. And Boon Choi, facts. They always simp for anime girls. True that. Like they always simp for them. Same. I grew up with cartoons, but Pokemon, okay, let admit, is a good anime. Pokemon's okay. I've only seen like a few episodes of it, but it's alright. Ezekiel, I remember that show. Uncle Grandpa, I missed that show and haven't heard that name in years. Uncle Grandpa is random, but it's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I really loved about it. Like, it could be like Uncle Grandpa is just like this random batshit thing, creation of a show, and the fact that it was trying to like step outside the box with with the creativity, I really admire that. Now, I would admire it a lot more if all the characters, if most of the characters were jackasses, but most of them were like dumber than a box of rocks. But I do give Uncle Grandpa credit that, in all defense to it, I do love the idea of go like when you go inside like this RV, and then when you open up the doors, there's like this sub like mini universe inside of it, like that goes to like a bunch of different rooms and like portals, like other like universes. I really like that. Like, I think that's very unique and clever for a kids cartoon. So, but yeah, uh, definitely, John Marston. Hey, I'm back. Hey, how you doing, man? So, where, have, that random kid, have you ever played Poppy Playtime? Okay, I made this video a while ago stating, because at the time, and it's still going, there's this controversy about Poppy Playtime and how the devs for that team are a bunch of fucking jackasses. I'm sorry. If you love the game, that's fine, but Poppy Playtime, in my video, I say it's a Shameless Bendy and the Ink Machine clone. Cause, the first chapter, it's me, Marcus. Oh, hey, Marcus, how you? Oh, yeah, now I remember you. I'm sorry. But yeah, Poppy Playtime, like, the first chapter was about, it was about, no, it was the first chapter of Bendy and the Ink Machine. You get you go to this old factory that you haven't worked at in like years, and you have to like solve a bunch of puzzles, and you gotta see something urgent, and then when you activate this freaky ass machine, once you activate it, the eyes just follow you. Once you finish doing that, and when you go to advance, you see this long, lanky, purple corn-like creature with a demonic smile try to attack you, and that's just the first chapter of Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's I'm fine with that being a horror game being in an abandoned toy factory, but it's basically you take Bendy, the ink demon, you put feathers all over him. You give him feathers. You take off the gloves, paint his hands yellow, and then just dye him blue. That's Poppy Playtime. And when I saw the Let's Plays for Chapter 2 for Poppy Playtime, well, at least I will give credit. It wasn't a shameless copy of Chapter 1 of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, for Chapter 2, it's a shameless copy of Bendy and the Ink Machine's Chapters 3 and 4. So, instead of just copying one chapter, it's just copying two chapters in one thing. So, or fur. They got the same body shape too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Huggy Wuggy is this lanky fucker, and just hey, I'm gonna swing my limbs back and forth while I try to kill you. And it's you could see Bendy doing that. Even in some of the cutscenes, you see him limping when he walks the animation studio. So, I mean, it's just fuck. Connor Sullivan, and with all those musical numbers being in Rugrats, SpongeBob, and Loud House movies, it makes me wonder if the upcoming Rise of TMNT movie Netflix is going to be a musical. I don't know. I haven't seen Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so yeah. But back to Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, I give credit that Chapter 2 is scary. There were some moments in that chapter where I was literally I was sitting on my bed one day, and then I saw someone the kills, in the chapter, and I just wanted to like go up, like sit in the corner of my room and just be like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? What the fuck did I just watch? And it was nuts. But when I say chapter 2 is a copy of both chapter 3 and chapter 4 of Benny and the Ink Machine, what I mean by that is, okay, so chapter 2 for Poppy Playtime is about this new character that's a female that messes with you and says, like, you know, she'll let you live if you do these things for her. And, you know, once you play the games, you like get away, and then she starts to show her true colors, which is like she's a total psychopath. And so you have to try to find a way to, you know, defeat the monsters that you come across. And then once at the very end, she gets her comeuppance and dies. And then when you think like you're about to go off and like you've escaped this hellhole, something bad happens. The vehicle that you're in crashes, and then it ends with, like, you know, a blurred vision of what the next location is going to be for the next chapter. That's essentially a combination of both chapter of Rise and Fall and Colossal Wonders from Benny and the Ink Machine. Because Mommy Longlegs is just corrupted Alice Angel. Those little games are basically her fetch quests, like from chapter 3, and you know, and it's both like the fetch quests from chapter 3, and at the same time, it's those carnival games you would play to try to unlock the thing to like the funhouse to like save Boris. And like the fucking ending of chapter 2 is just a carbon-based copy of chapter 3, where it's just like, oh, I'm going up the elevator. It seems everything. I'm like, oh my god, so much shit is happening, and then you crash. And then what's the ending for chapter 2 for Poppy Playtime? Oh, I'm on this train. I think everything's going. Oh my god, so much shit is happening. Boom, you crash, and then like. I really wanted to like this game. I really, really wanted to like this game because if you do something different with this type of like indie horror game tropes, you can turn out a decent I almost said movie, a decent game, because you know, I even said in the video where I addressed the controversy that I compare it to like the Five Nights at Freddy's fan games to the original FNAF series. They take the elements from what happened in the original FNAF games, but they change it enough to give itself a unique identity and to make it like stand out. Like, this isn't just a carbon copy of Five Nights at Freddy's, because that's how we got games like One Night at Flunkies, Five Nights at Candies, Pop Goes, The Joy of Creation. That's how we got so many good fucking FNAF fan games out of it. And the people praise those games because, you know, they take what has already been done and they give a unique spin on it. That's why I have zero respect for Poppy Playtime, and the fucking development team in the behind the scenes. I'm friends with this guy named Eckhart Koester, right? He's a major part of the controversy as I go on in the video, where he made this game called Venge. It's about this person who gets like trapped in a movie studio, and it's a mixture between Five Nights at Freddy's and Benny and the Ink Machine. It takes the best aspects of both games and meshes them together, where, you know, it doesn't even feel like a copy of both those games. Okay, hang on. But before I continue, I want to see, Electric Kinsu 1, you think there's going to be a new Banana Splits movie? I hope so, because I really did love the first Banana Splits movie, so, yeah, I do hope that That sequel comes out soon. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Ector Coaster was, blackmailed. He was like pretty much bullied by the people of Mob Games, their channel called Enchanted Mob, and a lot of people talked about it. Theft King has talked about it. Dags has talked about it. A bunch of people have talked about it. And those videos are getting like hundred thousands and millions of views. And people should be aware of this because because Poppy Playtime is it's a good idea in theory if you change some of the ideas, in my opinion. Because I could just retitle this stream the Poppy Playtime Controversy 2 The Reckoning or something like that. Just like something completely stupid. But yeah, like I lost all respect for the people behind Enchanted Mob and Mob Games, and I lost respect for the game itself. And they recently came out like apologizing for it, but it was like a half-assed, half-hearted apology. So I mean, it's like it's an apology from someone from like Fox News. So I mean, it doesn't mean shit. So I mean, I need to change the subject, or like I'm gonna have like a blood vessel like pop out of my skull. Okay, so all right, Ezekiel. Poppy Playtime would be okay if it wasn't a shameless ripoff of Bendy and the Ink Machine. The FNAF games may be similar to the original source material, but they give them a new code of paint. Yes, that is like yes, Ezekiel. Yes, that is exactly correct. And I mean, Poppy the doll, it's cute, but I mean, don't you think of Circus Baby like a miniaturized version of Circus Baby? I mean, come on, it's even close to it. You got the white face, you got the pigtails and stuff. It's just like she's like a munchkin. So that's pretty much it. Connor Sullivan, from what I'm getting out of this, the Poppy Playtime controversy reminds me of the Carson Gold thoughts on the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl controversy. I don't remember the All-Star Brawl controversy. I think it was oh yeah, because it was like a Smash. It was like people were saying like it was a Smash Bros. Killer. Connor, it's something like that, but whereas the devs for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl admit like this is supposed to be something. Like, it's not supposed to be a copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and all that type of stuff. The people for Poppy Playtime don't give a shit. They don't care enough to like try to defend its own game and be like, no. This is new. They're like, this is new. Come look at our game. Like they don't care. They just want to look. Sorry, I needed that. Connor Sullivan. Although I'm still hyped about the upcoming Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl DLC. Plus, I'm still working on Nickelodeon All-Star After Hours. Oh yeah. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, guys. If you guys have Instagram, go follow Connor Sullivan. He makes these posts about like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, like little like meme posts, and like sometimes like he would do like sometimes he'll do stories, and sometimes he'll make like these touching posts. So go follow him. I'll what, I'm gonna send a link to that in the chat. Give me 1 second. But yeah, like the fucking Poppy Playtime is just it didn't need to be. It didn't need to exist. And if it really needed to exist that bad, then you should have just fucking you should have just done your own thing. And that's all I'm gonna say for it. And I'm done after that. I feel like I'm gonna get a heart attack. All right, Ezekiel. On the subject of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, I'm hoping that Jenny Wakeman joins the roster. I hope so too. Jenny Wakeman would be a really good inclusion. I think she was supposed to be in the original like base roster, but got swapped out for like Toph from Avatar, which I know Toph like Avatar is like this big cool thing. But really, the last 3 main characters for the base roster had to be from Avatar? Really? Whatever. And Boon Choi, what are your thoughts on Arcane? The hell is Arcane? Never heard of it. Yeah, never heard of Arcane. Never heard of it. And Boon Choi, I got a friend who wants Jenny to join. He boycotting for it. How is that possible? How are you like is he boycotting the game if Jenny doesn't join the game, or like oh, it's a Netflix show. I don't watch Netflix that much anymore. I'm more of a Disney Plus person. I still have Netflix, but I haven't been on it in a while. So a really awesome one. So I think I might give that a shot, because after hearing like some of the Netflix thing, like, you know, they're going to be playing commercials for their thing, which is like not the fucking point of having a streaming service, so that you don't have to have commercials, fucking jackasses. So, but I think before I might cancel my subscription, I think I might give that a shot. So wow, holy shit, we've been going on for like 42 minutes. You know, don't worry, I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm planning to keep going just a bit longer, because you know, I wanted to show you guys my updated corner for The Office, where I removed the lamp so you guys could see the sign. And yeah, I added some cool stuff. Like, I have all my remember the game Lego Dimensions? It's where like you would buy these little packs from characters from different universes and like have them fight. I got like all mine on there. And I got my Boba Fett Lego heads model. I got the Systemair Toy Bonnie and High Score Toy Chica plushies. The Hex Girls Funko Pops from Scooby Doo's, my childhood crushes. And I got the Super Smash Brothers DLC amiibos. The one that I don't have is Joker, because I really wanted to get Joker when it came out, but now on Amazon it's like fucking hundreds of dollars, and like, you know, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay, and Boon Choi. Okay, then what are your thoughts on the Star Wars show, like Rebels and Clone Wars? Yeah, Clone Wars is a phenomenal show. Like, it is the coolest Star Wars show, because, like, you know, like, people like to make fun of the prequels and stuff, but, you know, the Clone Wars, like, makes the prequels, like, you know, perfect, in my opinion. Like, you know, it makes them, like, fun to watch, especially with some of the batch and stuff, like, you know, Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, that's the only reason why I keep watching those prequels, because, you know, he's a fucking legend. He's just a fucking legend. Rebels, I really do like. I think some of the characters look odd. Like, I think Yoda in Rebels was, like, very fucking odd. But, yeah, I really did like the characters. I love Chopper. I love Ezra. I loved Sabine. I loved all the characters. And The Bad Batch, I think, is a really solid show. My favorite character is Wrecker, because he is just the most delightful dumbass ever created. One of my favorite quotes from him from the show, I believe it's in the first episode, where the smart clone is just like, you know, they're monitoring our every moves. They want to study why we do these types of things and all that type of stuff. And then Wrecker just says, well, let me tell you something. I like to blow things up because I like to blow things up. Got it? And then just like the one clone just says, like, I'm convinced. And like, that is just like the best part, because I think The Bad Batch is gonna be like a really good show, like a continuation, like after Clone Wars ended. I think that'll be like a good like continuation for it. So okay, so Connor Sullivan. I do want to state this. This is revealed to be a rumor, but in the game files, it was rumored to have Bebop, Rocksteady, and yes, Jenny in the game files. Yes! Yes, we're gonna get fucking Jenny Wakeman in that game. Woo! Sorry, I love the show. I love My Life as a Teenage Robot. It's a really good cartoon, Nicktoon. I highly recommend you watch it. So but keep in mind it's a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed by Nickelodeon or Ludacy. I hope Jenny makes it in the game. Jenny deserves to be in that game. So Ezekiel, I remember that game. Didn't play because I think the idea was an awesome idea. Just wish it didn't came out at the time where the Toys to Life genre was dying out. Yeah, I understand that, but like I think it was just cool that you got like minifigures and like little figurines of characters that never really had any like Lego sets at the time. Like you never had Doctor Who, you never had Ghostbusters, you never even had like fucking Beetlejuice in the background over here. And especially, wait, I think the Scooby-Doo sets were coming out at this time? Whatever. But, like, you certainly didn't have characters like fucking Gremlins and, like, the Goonies. That's just fucking brilliant. So, Brian Gamer, other channel. Hi, Phantom Split. Hey, Brian, how are you? And Buchoy. Order 66. Record goes brr. What's Order 66? I can quote that character like until the day I die. Like Wrecker's just fucking brilliant. So yeah, I mean, just oh god. So I mean, yeah. I think Lego Dimensions was supposed to actually have like a third wave of like new characters. Like, you know how the first wave was like the ones with the blue discs, and the second wave was the one that has like the orange discs. I thought there was supposed to be like a third one of those, but yeah, just because like, you know, buying all the different characters was just so expensive that I think that's the reason why like people stopped like buying it, because it was just a fad. So and it sucks because that game had so much potential. It had so much potential, and I think they should do they should make a comeback video game for it. Like Lego Dimensions 2. Like just have like that fucking main villain that like messes with the multiverse. Like that was my multiverse of madness in Lego form. That was just amazing seeing all these characters together. So yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else, because I just miss chatting with you guys. Like you guys are like really amazing, and just I don't know, it felt weird going on my break because, you know, I hit a content block because, you know, El Huguety wasn't making any new musicals at the time, and I just didn't know what else to do because I want to branch out, because the amount of views on my videos that I get now don't even like crack 100 anymore. Like sometimes they Ezekiel, Lego as a whole, it's my multiverse. Yes, it is. Yeah, it very much is. That's why I love Lego. But yeah, I mean, going on that, having that content block for a while really put a damage in things, because you know, I was just talking about fads with Lego Dimensions. Like El Huguety musical mashups were popular for a while. I mean, the one where I did the first Five Nights at Freddy's musical and a Banana Splits musical, like that's still the most viewed video on my channel at like 1 million views. But just like not a lot of people watch those types of videos anymore, and I don't know. It's just one of those things where, I mean, I want to branch out. Like that's why I started doing top 10 videos, because I figured, if I do top 10s, that like that could like try to branch out and talk about like other things, like movies, games, books, cartoons, shows, just like all this type of stuff. And because I know I present myself as like a major fan of El Hugany, and that guy has nothing but my respect, but because he was like the major, he was like one of the inspirations for my YouTube channel. He commented on the first like I believe it was the Banana Splits reaction video that I did, and he's commented a couple times where he actually said he really likes my mashups, and that was really cool. Like getting noticed by like a YouTuber that like you're a huge fan of, and just seeing them like take their time to just like say like, hey, good job on your content, I really like it, and thank you for the reaction videos. It was just like that was just mind blowing for me, because I didn't think I would get recognized by a lot of famous people, but I got recognized by people like fucking El Hugany, EIE Animations, the Nostalgia Critic even made like this personal video for me. Like there's this app called Cameo, where like if you pay the fuck. Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, that was my friend. Fucking hell, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Remember that friend of mine I was telling you about that like really loved the anime? He tried calling me a couple times on Discord, but I'm in the middle of a stream, damn it. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things where back to what I was saying about like getting noticed by these popular YouTubers. There's this thing called Cameo where you like if you pay like a certain amount of money, you could have like these favorite idols, like your favorite like movie stars, YouTubers, and all that type of stuff. Like talk to you and like give you like a personal message. I got one for the Nostalgia Critic. And he did some funny things like I'm a YouTuber too. The YouTube's just not big enough for the two of us, and like he was joking around and all that type of stuff. And when the joke was over, he wished me luck on my channel, like because he said something that in the video, and I think this really this really means a lot when you think about it. If you don't do well, if you're making videos, but you don't receive like the millions of views and all that type of stuff, and but you could just say, you know what, I'm uploading because I want to, and I'm proud of it and all that type of stuff, and it doesn't matter. That really stuck with me, because that's the reason why I love posting these videos for you guys, because I love to get